Said I read you, but I lied. Australians tend to say they have read more than what they actually did. It can be caused by the group influence and sense of membership, so Australians feel like they are part of the group of people who constantly read books. The campaign shows Michael Bolton singing the hit song from 1993, remade with words referring the Audible, so it can be understood that they target mostly the Australians from the generation Y. That's people who are in their late 20s, 30s, and beginnings of 40s. Audible uses subliminal processing in learning by showing Michael Bolton using the orange headphones during almost all the scenes. They use comparative advertisement as it compares the limitations from physical books with the opportunities of Audible with sayings like, now I finished twice the books in half as long. Make words great again. In this campaign, there is Robert Wilson, the Minister of Words. It targets an emotional appeal through humor. It shows there is constant and intentional learning in the environments in which people are, in the bus, in the gym, on TV. It targets the influences of culture and rituals for the Australian community. People are exposed to the environments, so unintentionally they switch their attention to the noise in the environment and then causing a not positive effect on their emotions mood. Books that fit with real life. Celeste Barber appears doing different activities during a day, such as in the car with the children, in the gym, and cooking. There is a motivation conflict for Australians. People want to read books, but they are in conflict because their daily activities and busy life get on the way. So they don't have enough time to read. The campaign shows the normal busy life of parents as a reference group. As a possible issue, in the scene in the video in which Celesta is inside the fridge, it might send the wrong message to children that it is okay to hide inside the fridge. Grow your mind. This campaign refers to the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, joining the cognitive need for learning with mental health and desire for self-development. This campaign fails when people receive the message and cannot decode it. It is confusing what is the initial problem situation. As a recommendation, this campaign should improve the symbols and subliminal processing. Show right from the beginning more signs to let the public know unconsciously. This is a video from Audible. While the other campaigns use emotional appeal in humor, positivism, and bright colors, this campaign conveys a negative mood with dark colors and a problem situation during the video. However, it doesn't offer a final clear relief. This video could show in the end brighter colors and the main character solving their issue thanks to Audible. Adam Leo is a cook television presenter and winner of the second season of MasterChef Australia. Using the haters balance theory, many people who like Adam are influenced by his attitude towards Audible. This shows Audible's strategy to becoming the place where people listen to audiobooks as well as podcasts, therefore increasing the traffic in their platform and the amount of people who become in members. There is an emotional appeal for humor and access to knowledge. This campaign targets the subculture of Australians who like cooking, an activity which can be done by listening to podcasts and audiobooks. There is weak alignment in the consumer decision-making process about the information research in the campaigns. According to the survey's results and in my own experience, the external non-marketing information that comes from friends and people we know are the most significant influence on purchasing the service. Audible doesn't clearly target this aspect in their campaigns. 80% of the respondents in the survey are between 26 and 55 years old, and 86% are employed. The campaigns show a strong alignment on targeting this audience, especially employed people and parents with busy lives. 93% of the respondents bought the service so they can feel part of the group of people who read books in Australia. There is a strong alignment as seen in the Michael Bolton's campaign, I Read You But I Lied, which indicates that Australians want to be part of the group of people who read books, but they just need to be shown better alternatives that fit their everyday life, such as with Audible. There is weak alignment to culture between the survey's results and the campaigns. The campaigns focus more in the rituals, such as the activities people do during their day. However, the survey shows that 67% of the people are more influenced by norms as their main reason of why they bought the service. There is weak alignment in the way the campaigns target influence on people. The campaigns show a clear approach to use haters balance theory and leaders' opinions by showing Australian famous people such as Michael Bolton, Rebel Wilson, Celeste Barber, and Adam Leo. However, 73% of the survey's results indicate that most people are influenced by their friends or a significant other rather than people on TV. And lastly, there is a strong alignment between the most recent campaigns from Audible and the market trends on audio content listening. Recommendations. Cultural values. While Audible has been targeting cultural values through rituals such as the activities Australians do every day, this report recommends to pay more attention to the norms which indicates desirable responses in specific situations. The survey conducted and the findings of the academic American Marketing Association indicate there is a high correlation between the influence of social norms and consumer behavior when purchasing the service. It is recommended to include cultural values through norms in the integrated marketing campaigns. Friends and significant others. This report recommends to improve weak alignments of non-marketing research information and influences on purchasing the service. The survey shows that the main influence on purchasing the service is through friends and significant others. The Sprout social study about what influences consumers when buying online also indicates that friends are still the preferred influence on purchasing services, especially in ages 18 to 40. It is recommended to provide consumers with more interactive tools, creating the sense of community. For example, spaces in which they can share with each other the way they learn and as well as being able to see other people's libraries and topics of interest, resulting in more people talking about the services and recommending it to friends. Lastly, podcast and audiobooks trends. This report recommends to strengthen alignment on podcasting by helping people produce their own podcast. According to the Australian Communications and Media Authority, ACMA, 2 in every 3 Australians are listening to online audio content at least once a week, and 20% accounts for podcast listening. Audible is already promoting original podcasts as the Adam Leo Show, but on top of it, this study recommends to continue the efforts on podcasting and explore providing tools to provide people create their own podcasts. This is a strategy that will attract more influencers and new listeners, as it is shown in the Beyond Words report, in which the amount of podcast listeners are still more than double than the audiobook listeners.